Hey folks, Taco here, Taco Bonsai. I just recorded two dang I just recorded two dang episodes and my microphone was turned off. So, no matter how many times you tell somebody something, um, it never really sets in until it's too late for them. And Xavier, I've got to say, uh, you were right many times over. I need to figure out how to edit videos. I am working on it. I'm either going to buy a camera because I can't take videos from my phone to my laptop for some reason. I might replace my laptop with a different laptop, but I'll figure this out. 1 second. Let me make sure that's yeah okay. Just want to make sure I'm plugged in. Yeah, two videos with no sound. It's actually my fourth video I've recorded with no sound, and it's pretty disheartening. Go through all that work is 20 minutes of recording, if not more. Um, and things that I thought were kind of fun. And I didn't spend too much time on because two separate videos this past time, but nothing. So Xavier, I can promise you, in the next weeks, at the very latest, I will work again on improving my post production. Of course, I've worked on my front end stuff with the microphone. I just have to make sure I turn it on. I do my front end stuff. But I figured I'd do a quick video because this is one of my little baby coffees. And I think you can tell that it has grown past the point where I've got it kind of wired into shape. So I've got to redo my wire. Now this bottom branch is fine. However, it is not helping me with this top branch it's wired to. So rather than leave that alone, I'm going to unwire them both. I'm just going to, I'll use the same, it's a twisty tie, I think, like a cable tie. Use this to, again, wire them both up to get them farther away from the trunk to help my branching. It is my hope to one day use these for something. They're not ready for anything just yet, but if I can get these continue to grow in a sort of bonsai trained method, I can use it for something cool. Um, I don't know if I've said, but I started my coffee journey, being that this is coffee, uh, in 2006 ish. Maybe even before that, maybe 2005. So I started my journey a long time ago. Hopefully that's focused. Let me double check my focus. All right, yeah, focus is good. You just can't see anything. So you can kind of see I wired those branches away from the trunk. I know I talk about not needing wire, but these are trees that do need it. You can see this one's growing straight up here. That's what I want. That one, I want that top to go farther out. And this one too, I want to make sure it's going out. I do have my little baby bud down here. It's still working, which is good. These are all new growth on top. This top, maybe ½ inch, and that's new. Same thing over here. I've got 3 new sets of leaves. So yeah, back to my story. I started my coffee journey 2005, 2006, 2007. It was before I even worked in a coffee shop. I did work in a coffee shop from 2006 to 2011. I just graduated from high school. Before that, I had mowed lawns and done odd jobs. I just graduated from high school, and I was hanging out in the parking lot. How I got the job with the coffee shop, of course. I was hanging out in the parking lot with a friend of mine from another coffee shop where he worked. I'd spent way too much time in, of course. What else do 16-year-old boys do but try to pick up girls in coffee shops? In my day, I know that's not what people do now, and it's not always what people have done. I didn't grow up in a town that had a milkshake shop. Like soda fountains. Oh man, I'd be there every day. So we're out there. Buddy Mike, who's an artist, fantastically talented artist. He has a Instagram. I'm not sure that he has a YouTube. He's an Instagram. I may not even be supposed to be able to mention that here. Oh man, I'm trying to remember what it's called. might be like Redbeard the Pirate or something. It's got a really good name, like a really fun name. He's a really fun person, incredibly creative, obscenely talented. And I can't say enough nice things about this person. The one disagreement I've ever had with him over the years was me being a little, a little bit of a princess myself. I was being a little bit of a brat. I think I did apologize to him way back when, maybe not in those words, but uh, if not, he knows that I was being a princess. He's not stupid. He's a very smart person too. We went to high school together, and he was kind of always, um, yeah, he wasn't treated well by most of the rest of the high school because he was different. That was an advantage. I believe that because to this day, I think he is probably one of the best people I've ever known and continue to know. He's awesome. Another reason why he and I spent so much time together, in what might have been our early college years. I think we both went to school, but we didn't do a very good job of staying in school. We just, followed our career paths kind of thing. He had me out there, and there's a beautiful woman, strange woman, but a beautiful woman. So of course, he and I are hanging out, talking to her. She's smoking a cigarette. Back then, we all smoked, and we were talking about how he worked at Caribou, and she said, "Well, one of these days I'm going to get you over here." Caribou Coffee was across the street from the Starbucks, and I said, "Oh, are you trying to get him to work over here at Starbucks?" She's like, "Yeah, you need a job?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Absolutely." She's like, "You want to work for Starbucks?" I said, "Heck yeah." And the rest is history. Now, because I was a 17-year-old kid, or however old I was back then, um, that person doesn't like me very much. But she was older, wiser, and when you're that age, you make a lot of mistakes and say a lot of things you wish you hadn't said uh, at the time. So I worked there until 2011, not at that particular location, but at different locations, and then moved to, you know, a different job. So that's where my coffee journey started. I've always loved coffee. Let me make sure this is focused. And I've always wanted to grow coffee trees. This is the first time I've had relative success with it. So from here, I think this will probably end up being my front. I've got a nice clean trunk line. Oh, and before that, I just spent all my time in Caribou Coffee. I even think I helped make drinks every once in a while. So I got a nice clean trunk line. This is my leader right here. The thing is, I don't have a whole lot of depth to it, so it may end up changing to this. It's not easy to see, but this way the leader kind of comes towards you. I've got some depth. I've got this way, and if this will grow, though it's not necessarily in the right direction, better than nothing. What I might do, because I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place. I might take that around that way a little bit to, yeah, shape it back towards. All right. I know that's kind of the classic left, right, up, but if I can keep this growing this way, developing, thickening up, I think this will be a nice tree. So, pleased to say there's no mealies on here. Thank you for listening to my sad story about my childhood and working for coffee shops. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you all joining me, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Have a great day.